Hi everyone, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. Sorry about being a few minutes late tonight. I had to get my boss off the phone. Anybody who has a boss, you understand exactly what I am talking about. I won't be bothered with that too much longer. Although I have a good boss, I'm going to go full-time totally and no more part-time jobs. So sorry about the delay, folks. Hey, we already have Tanya Lambert in the house. Hi, Tanya. How are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. Tomlin, what are you doing? Sorry, he's over here making a funny noise. You want to say hi? No? Okay. I'm glad you're doing well, Tanya. Here's the mutt. You get to pretend you're driving. You've been painting. Awesome. What have you been painting? Oh, let me sit back. As I knock the phone off. Good grief. Yes. Sorry about that. This has been a day. No. Been painting bunny rabbits, ceramic ones. Hold on. This won't stay propped. There we go. A mama and two babies. I bet they're cute. I bet they're cute. Yes, please. Post it in the group. Speaking of posting in the group, Stellar Piper was going to post for me to let everybody know we're live. I hope she does that. So, thank you. I look forward to seeing it. You do some nice painting. I was really impressed when I saw that Santa that you did, because I know that the Santa is really hard to paint with all those details. The room and everything was great too, but wow on that Santa Claus. You have finished the Santa and the sleigh, yeah. The sleigh was cute too. Both pieces are cute. Yeah, I would say he took every bit of it. I can see that because there's so much detail. But you did good. What are you doing? Are you getting in the back? I think we're going to try getting in the back here. If you wait a minute, Daddy will be back and he can let you around. But no. Anybody want fluff? We have lots of fluff. He was brown, so I had to primer him first. Oh, was it brown for the clay? Was the clay dark? Now hubby's here. Hi, hubby.
Hello. Hello, YouTube.
I'm talking to Tanya.
Tanya.
Oh.
Say hi to Archer.
She is. Don't. We need to sit tight.
Okay.
Yes, the clay was very dark. Yeah, fortunately, most of the pieces that I did when I was getting to do ceramics, most of them were white. I didn't have too much with the dark clay. That means whoever used whatever slip it was pretty dark. I don't even know if the company that made the slip I used was still in business. We used either Excel or Sealy slip. He got paid and Archer wanted to play in the mud. Oh, yeah. We've lived that.
They're service dogs, but they're still dogs.
Absolutely. And that's part of what we like about them. The mama bunny was a dark clay. That's going to be harder to paint over with the dark clay. That's why I like the white. Let's scoot back. I'm going to scoot back here against the chair. Ugh. Move around a little bit. We've been out and about today. Oh, yes, just found him with my shoe. Oh, good gracious. Text Stellar and tell him. We text Stellar and tell her I'm live.
Okay.
Yeah, Tomlin used to get into shoes when he was younger, probably about Archer's age and a little younger, because about around 18 months, he started outgrowing his shoe deal, and we're really glad. For a while, he went through, and he would only eat my younger daughter's left shoe. So Stellar's younger sister. And I don't know what it was with that. Do you?
No, but it was always the left shoe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stellar's here. Hi, Stellar.
Oh.
Welcome.
I'm texting you.
You were just
I'll
being
stop.
texted. Yeah. So, thank you, Stellar, for posting in the group. I appreciate that. And Tony says he sleeps with her slipper. He doesn't eat them. Yeah, Tomlin didn't. He just ate them. Usually, it was flip-flops. He wouldn't eat like real shoes, but just the rubber flip-flops. He'd eat those. And Stellar and Tony are saying hi to each other. So yeah, you were the flip-flop king, weren't you? He's like, who, me? I got half of you in the video, by the way.
Half of me or the dog? You know, me or the dog?
You.
Hope it's my good half.
And he only ate my sister's shoes. I never had any problems. Very true, Stellar. Laurel's in here. Hi, Laurel. Welcome. Tanya says, I can't wait for you all to get your box. Me either. I am so excited. I'm stoked. Hey, y'all, don't forget, give me a thumbs up when you think about it. I'm going to tilt this just a little bit more your way, John.
Why?
So I won't have you halfway. Whoa, what happened to the color? Good grief. I shifted that and all the color went crazy. We're in Knoxville now, Stellar. You want me to take you out of the screen?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, hubby. We love you, but
That's fine.
I got 3 people in here. See if I can prop this back up. Ah! It doesn't want to stay propped. Okay. There's 2 different types of ceramics in your box. One set for you and hubby and the other one for Stellar. Okay. We will get it to Stellar just as soon as we see her. Or maybe, Stellar, if we're not going to see you soon, I'll ship it. Either way, you'll get it as soon as we can. I have your arm still in the live stream. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Stellar says, okay. Tanya says it'll be mailed on the 3rd. No rush, Tanya. None at all. So, Laurel, how are you tonight? And somebody gave me a like. Yay. Are you streaming? You can give me a like.
No, I'm actually not streaming.
So, I think hubby should stream. Oh, he's answering email for work. Sorry. Sorry about that. If he's emailing for work, we won't make him stop that. So, Laurel says she's doing great, which makes everybody's day. I'm glad. Yes, there is. I want my kitchen table back. I understand that. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at taking over the kitchen table to do my crafts. Fortunately, this guy doesn't mind too much. As long as he's got space for like some of his stuff, we're good. Stellar Piper does the same thing. Yep, there she is. LOL, I know that feeling. Yep. And like when I'm in a jewelry making mood, it stays out there for weeks. Did you just say months?
I didn't. I'm smart enough. I didn't say anything. I was just nodding to myself, saying,
Okay.
"Yep."
Tanya says I'm in good company. Yes, ma'am. And Laurel and Candy are getting ready for church tomorrow. So that's exciting. I am so glad that you guys get to do that and your church embraces Candy. I love that. We need to get all churches on board to do that. So, y'all, anybody that listens later, if you go to the church and you have the opportunity to influence your church to be able to accept service dogs, please do, because churches are not required to accept them. So it's going to take some pressure, or maybe I should say encouragement from the community at large to do that. And Stellar says it's so much more convenient to leave it out than to put it up and pull it back out an hour later. Absolutely. Tanya says, do y'all get permission before taking your service dog to church? Amber says, hello, she's in here. Hi and welcome. We haven't seen Amber in a little while. So, yeah. With me, it wasn't hard to really get permission. I more took it on myself to say, we are coming, and just show up, and I didn't have a problem. So, oops, good grief, I just knocked that over. No, I don't know what happened. Are you guys still there? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Amber says, yeah, my good phone broke. Stellar says, tut tut, it looks like rain. Yep, that's what we've got out here right now. It's not really raining bad or anything. It's just some light sprinkles. So, just enough to make us aware. And Tanya's still there. Good deal. Thank you. Because we're out and about and it took longer than I thought, my phone is propped up. I don't have my tripod. So sorry about that. Hey, I got 5 likes on the live stream. Thank you. Thank you. And Amber's saying hi, Laurel. Tom, do you even care how many likes we got on the live stream? If he does, he's not saying. Yeah, great for you. Amber says it's sunny and very warm. Good for you. And you know, I hate to complain about like a cloudy, overcast day with a few sprinkles, because come August, I'm going to wish that we had some sprinkles, you know, because summer in Dixie, hot. But, you know, and that's one thing about going to Alaska. Oh my gosh, because I don't have too much heat. Although here's a record-setting year. It's already set century records for heat waves. Let's see, Stellar says, I think he only cares about how many treats he gets. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That would be him. He was sitting in the driver's seat earlier. I'm like, no, you don't get to drive. Amber says, I'm watching NCIS to LOL the one. Okay. With Gibbs and Abby. Gotcha. Tanya says, rainy and warm and sunny all together. Awesome. Okay, my friend Gloria just tweeted. She wants me to give a status update on my health. Really, I'm feeling tremendously better. They decided that it was not a kidney stone. I had an infection in my kidney. So the antibiotics and stuff that they gave me is really kicking in and really helping. So, yeah, I don't ever get like normal things. Like, could I get a regular UTI? No, I have to have it in the kidney. So anyway, I'm doing tons and tons better, thank God. Because when my back started hurting in my kidney area, I was just like, oh, I just knew it was going to be a kidney stone. But ultrasound was okay, and the other tests were okay, and I'm feeling better. So it was just infection. So, but thanks for asking, Gloria. I appreciate that. And let's see. Somebody just came in because my number boosted. Busy Lady 35. Hi, Busy Lady 35. How are you? Tanya says, glad you're doing better. Yes, thank you. That was rough. I am so tired of being sick and having this roll of things happen. I'm like over it. Because I've had bronchitis twice. I've broken my ankle. I have pulled or dislocated the tendon and broken the muscles. And now this with the kidney. And I've had sore throat and ear infections. All of this since February. Not cool. Let's see. Laurel says, don't be jealous, Stellar, about not getting goodies from Mom and Dad. There you go. You tell her, Laurel. And Amber's saying, I've had kidney infections. They suck. Painful. Yes. Yes, they do. And I got to be honest, in the back of my mind, every time I'm going to start to twinge around the kidney area on the right side, I'm going to be worried that it's another adrenal mass. It's kind of like somebody who has cancer once, they live for the rest of their life wondering if that other shoe's going to drop. So I was really glad when they did the ultrasound and didn't find anything. That was part of the reason they did the ultrasound instead of a x-ray or something. CT scan, I think. Let's see. Busy Lady 35 says, having some tech issues and need to make a video, LOL, got some deals. And she says, I'm okay, was hunting for deals all day. And Amber says, Laurel, that's funny. And Amber says, Stellar, I'll give you treats, LOL. That's cool. So what kind of deals did you get, Busy Lady? Or is that going to take away from your video? If that's a spoiler question, don't answer it. And she's saying, hi, Laurel. So, yeah, I don't want to take away from your video. So if it's a spoiler, just say it's a spoiler. There's Stellar. What are you doing? You are making funny noises. I think he doesn't want to be ignored. Tanya says, hey, what treats? Yeah, the only kind I have are for this 4-footed guy. Laurel Seward says, how do you get a URL for a business? What you do is you register like through GoDaddy, or if you've set up a blog like Blogger Blog, you can click and go through Blogger, and they have got some different choices that works just with their Blogger platform, and you just click through that. I think mine are like $10 for the year, 15, something like that. They're really cheap. GoDaddy is like the cheapest. There's one other that's cheap, and I can't think of its name right now. But if you go through, like if you set up a Blogger blog and you click on over, you can buy a domain from them, and it's pretty cheap. That's how I did it the first time, and I just renew every year. So I know, right? He's Busy Lady. Honestly, he's as much an attention hound as he is a service dog. And Busy Lady 35 also says that that's spoilers, so we don't want her to do that. And she says, I'll show you on the videos, and I need some advice. I'll be asking on the vid as well. Good deal. I'll watch it. Stellar saying no teaser. And Amber says, Gayle, Tomlin is tired of road life. LOL, just kidding. Now, on that, I think as long as he gets his TREATS, I'm kind of like Stellar. I think he's fine. And Laurel says, no, Tanya, then Archer will be jealous. Busy Lady 35 says, Stellar needs some traveling advice. That's all I will say. Okay. Tanya says, I tried physical therapy on the 1st, and I'm hoping it works. If not, I think the doctor may speak about surgery. Mom is worried, but strangely, I'm not. If you're not worried, you know how your body is, okay? And if you're not worried, then I'm not going to worry. But your mom is going to worry no matter what, because that's what we do. Stellar's saying that Wix has an option to create your own URL, and it's pretty easy. That makes sense. Wix has become a pretty popular platform. So, and I don't know who you're going through to create your site or your blog, but I will tell you, WordPress, from my POV, is confusing. Wix is easier. Blogger is like the easiest on the planet, but you don't have all the options that you get with when you get a WordPress blog. But it's so much easier to use, and Wix is easier to use. So I wound up, even with as many blogs and as long as I have been online, I wound up having somebody off of Fiverr to help me get the WordPress blog just put together. It was crazy. I like it now that it's together, but it was just a lot more difficult for me to learn how to use. 2 of my blogs are on Blogger Blog. That's you'vebeenreviewed.net and GayleCrabtree.com. And really, for simplicity, I love it. And let's see, Tanya says he gets 10 pounds a dog treat a month. It's my turn. Aw. And Stellar says, all right, Busy. I guess I'll watch the video then. And Laurel says, okay, one coach I listened to says you can get a free one URL. Now, I've not heard of getting a free URL except if you buy web hosting through some companies, usually on a bi-month basis, then often they will go ahead and toss in the URL for free. But you wind up paying for it over the long term. But if you like that web hosting company, there's no reason why not to do it. So those are the only ones I know of that you would get for free, but there may be others. Obviously, the internet changes rapidly, so it's hard for anybody to keep up with everything. But as far as I know, that's the only way. Stellar says, ho hum. Busy Lady says, thanks for the support. And let's see, Tanya says, yes, true. But after a while, surgery doesn't scare me. I've had 15 of them. It's old hat. I'm just tired of a hurting back. Yep. I totally understand that. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. We have had so many things go wrong, and they're work related, and I can't talk about them yet. So I'm really looking forward to going to Rome. But I got to watch my dollars really, really closely. Let's see. Tanya says, free URL. I thought you'd have to pay for it. Yeah, it depends. You can, like, if you pay for web hosting, like there's one web hosting company, Yahoo, and I've used them, and I was able to get a free domain at that time through Yahoo. But it cost me $15 a month for the web hosting. So there are places you can go to get your web hosting for free, Blogger being one of them, WordPress being another one. But, you know, it winds up costing me $15 a month versus a free site and $10. So, Busy Lady says, I understand watching dollars. And Stellar says, hey, Lux, we're doing fine, which is good. Oh, those of you who are trying to make extra money, who watch this later, if you drive, this is for drivers. I have actually started making some money with DoorDash, and I've decided that I like DoorDash. And the neat thing about it is if I'm traveling and I need to make some money to pay for the roaming, the travels, I can pick up some DoorDash orders or have that potential. If anybody's interested in signing up with DoorDash, I've got a link, and I'll make $50 and you'll get to make money, and then they'll give you your link and you can pass it on. But oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be really complicated, but it's not. It's really easy, and you don't have to handle any money. They do that, and you get paid weekly, which I love, except after 2 weeks, if you've taken 25 orders, which doesn't look like it's going to be very complicated at all to get there. After 2 weeks, then they've got this thing that you can apply for, and you can get paid daily. It's like a $1.99 fee if you want to get paid daily, but if you can get paid weekly, there's a fee for that. So it gives you the option. So if anybody's interested in driving for DoorDash, I can hook you up. And something else that I like about it, oh my gosh, I'm just going to gush about it for a minute. Something else I like about it is if I want to drive 2 hours this week and 200 hours the next week, I can do that. Well, not 200, but if I want to drive a bunch the following week. You don't have to take days off if you don't want to. You can take a few weeks off if you want to. Total flexibility, totally up to you. And I like that. And let's see. Tanya says Rome where? Rome, Georgia is what we're looking at, getting together and going to Rome, Georgia. And Amber says, BRB, John needs his laptop. Laurel says he wants to watch me bathe Candy in this kitchen sink. Okay. Busy Lady 35 says, how do you guys get used to taking the camera in public? It killed me at first, but then I just kind of get used to it. But I also pick spots that are kind of quiet. And certainly when I'm live streaming, I like being in a car, because like right now there are kids screaming right over there, and I don't want that noise on the live stream. But all I can say is you just kind of get used to it. So, and if somebody gives you a funny look, just ask if it's bothering them, and if it is, then you can either just discontinue doing the filming, or just move to a different area. Can't do that so much. Excuse me. Can't do that so much with a live stream, but you can do it if you're just out filming. And let's see. Let me go back up. Okay, and that was Busy Lady 35. Tanya says, I bathe my small dogs in the sink. Busy Lady says, I want to watch. I should do that with mine. Stellar says, my guess is practice busy. I'm so used to being on camera, but I've only done it a couple of times. And Tanya says, try talking in the mirror. Do your speech to the mirror. It sounds funny, but it helps. Okay. And Laurel says, okay, I watched Candy on my YouTube channel. She looks like a wet rat, then loves the blow dryer. I wish I could get Tomlin near a blow dryer. He does not like those. And Sellers says, what does she say? For my acting class in college, I pretended my poster of Aragorn from Lord of the Rings was my audience, and surprisingly it helped. Cool. And Tony says that's what our speech teacher told us to do. And Busy Lady 35 said, I thought about acting like I'm talking to my mom. She was very easy to talk to. That is what I did at first, or talking to somebody, and it did help. And Busy Lady said, thank you for the tips. And Tanya says she would prefer a poster of Elrond. Busy Lady 35 says the blow dryer freaks out her dog, but so does the wind. And Tanya says he does not like to blow dry or vacuum cleaner. Yeah, Tomlin's afraid of the vacuum cleaner. And the broom. You would think that we had beaten him with the broom at some point in his life, but he has never been hit with the broom. He has never been abused. We got him as a teeny tiny puppy. He was very beloved, and he's been pretty spoiled since then. I don't know what it is. with the broom and the vacuum and stuff. But he just flat on the blow dryer. I don't care if I'm using it on my hair. He does not like it. Busy Lady 35 says my dog hates bubbles. Oh no. Now, Busy Lady, Tomlin is funny when it comes to bubbles. He tries to eat them, and then he gets so confused because he's chasing them and he's chomping down on them, but they're not there anymore. He's really confused. It's fun to watch, though. Excuse me. Sorry. And Stellar's saying that Tanya, Elrond is pretty awesome, but my favorite character is actually Sam. And Tanya says Archer likes to play with Mom's brooms. It's funny. And Laurel says, OMG, Candy will turn each part of her body, and she loves having her hair brushed. Aw. Now, Tomlin, he goes, he loves, I have a GLOVE, and he sees me getting it out, and he just flops over. He just dies on the spot. He likes it. And I like it because I get bucketfuls of hair off of him. I should, Busy Lady. I should do that with Tomlin and the bubbles. Tanya says, I had to get Archer shaved off. He was getting too hot. Yeah, supposedly you can't do that to huskies because it messes up their skin. So, but when we go to New Mexico, which we're going to leave here, oh gosh, that's this week, isn't it? We'll be leaving this week for New Mexico, and when we get out there, it's like all the fur just falls off, the thick fur. Because huskies, they have a double coat, and so it's super, super thick. And the undercoat, when we're out in New Mexico, because it's hotter than here, it just falls off. And really, I have to say, it's kind of wonderful because we're done for the season. Otherwise, he goes through 2 major sheds each year. Stellar says, what did Stellar say? Buckets of hair is not an exaggeration. Very true. Yeah, it's kind of like bubble wrap. You know, you pull little tufts off of them. But unlike bubble wrap, you eventually run out of bubbles with bubble wrap. I don't think we will ever run out of fur. Ever. You know, that tuft that I showed you right at the beginning? We get them a lot. But y'all, I've got a video on it. If anybody's ever really bored and you want to go see the video of how much hair we get from the dog on one brushing, go check that out. And let's see. Tanya says he was getting sick, so the vet had shave him. Always listen to the vet. And Busy Lady 35 says, oh, well, that's nifty. And Tanya says, I understand. I've owned Shelties. They are the same. Shelties are so cute. There you go. Yeah. And I have to say, this glove, oh my gosh, it's just a regular glove with like latex on the palm and these little, they look like thorns almost, but they're not. They don't hurt or anything. But I love it. It is the best thing when it comes to trying to de-shed the dog. And they're cheap too. I ordered mine off of Amazon, and I don't remember now how much it was, like $10, I think. But I saw some the other day at the Dollar Tree. So I want to go back and get one. I've got a left-handed glove right now. What I want is one for the right hand, and I can just get them with both sides. So. Tanya says, I brush my dogs outside, and the birds love dog hair for their nests. Yeah. The other thing is, too, we will put his dog hair in a Walmart bag and go spread it out on the garden. It really reduces the number of animals that we get. We started doing that because over here, hubby planted okra, And we went out to the garden one day. The okra had come up. It was nice. It was a few inches high. And we came out, and the tops of all of the okra plants had been eaten. We had a deer that went through and was just helping itself to the top of the plants. And then we did Tomlin and took his dog hair out, spread it out. End of problem. So we still have some bunny rabbits come by, though, but even not as much. Yeah, Stellar there is somewhere. I'll look for it later and post it. Laurel says Candy has a double coat too, so I brush her frequently as she doesn't have a shedding season. Yeah, we have two, one spring and one fall. Let's see, Busy Lady says, I need to get going, get my video done. I will try posting it today. Take care, everyone. Yay! We will go look at it. Hey, Busy Lady, if you don't mind, also post that link in the group so everybody can go see it just in case, mind you, YouTube doesn't get the notifications out. At least we'll have your link and we can all go see it. So, all right, if you don't mind. So you have a good night, Busy Lady. And see, scooting back up, Tanya says she wants a Furminator. That sounds interesting. I've seen those. I don't know how well Tomlin's going to like it, but I've seen those. And Laurel says, okay, Busy Lady, we'll look for your video. Stellar says it helps keep the deer out. Tanya says, oh, okra picking is itchy. Oh my gosh, yes. And Tanya says, I put a few pictures of my new ceramics on the site, on the group. Yay! And Stellar says, oh, cool. I'll take a look at those, Tanya. And Busy Lady says, okay, you too. Thanks. Thanks. So, yay. So, hopefully, Busy Lady, who's living up to her name, which is awesome, hopefully she'll post that in the group and we'll all get to watch. So, looking forward to that. I can't believe we're leaving for New Mexico that week. That just really hit me. Next week. Wow. I've got so much to do. Totally crazy. Why does life have to fly so fast? Okay. All right, somebody's making snoring noises over here. So, if you hear it, I'm sorry. But it's not hubby. Hubby's awake. I think. Are you awake?
Yeah, sure.
He's awake. Okay, Tanya says, I found a church that has 3 different service times on Sunday. I love that. I'm not a morning person. That's fabulous. Yeah, Stellar, it has been a crazy few weeks. But it'll be nice to have a break. So, yeah, 3 different service times on a Sunday is kind of amazes me. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that about Archer. It's not fair when dogs are morning dogs and tied in with people who are not. And let's see. Laurel says, I need prayer for my energy level to perk back up. This rain is wearing me out. Sorry, rant over. Okay, Lord, we ask for help for Laurel for her energy in your name. Amen. So I got that. Who came in? Joe's in. Hi, Joe. How are you? Joe.
Hey, Joe.
There's... Oh, now that we have Joe in, you're going to lean over and say hi.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Here we are.
Hello.
And Stellar says, Tanya, mine has 2, which worked out great for us. Hubster can drop me off at the church and have time to get to his. And folks are saying hi to Joe. And Tanya says, rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. And hi, Joe. And Laurel says she and Candy are night owls. That works out good when it's like that, because for a while I was really concerned Tomlin was going to be a morning dog, and sometimes he still has that tendency, but most of the time he's a later dog, more like noon. Joe says, you all have had a huge amount of rain. Hey Gayle, hey John, soldering on the best I can. God bless you. And you too. And because so much is going on, I am like so far behind on video watching. Whoa. But I will get to everybody's videos as soon as I can, I promise. You're welcome, Laurel. I'll keep doing that. Why did the color go so wonky? But, yeah. So, I'm looking at doing the online prayers when we get back from New Mexico. Maybe in June we'll do one. We'll see. Tanya says he gets me up by 5 a.m. Does he go back to sleep? And Joe says, me too. I feel like a real negligent tool. I don't think anybody can accuse you of that, Joe. And Stellar says, Tanya, that's a great time of day to sleep through. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. Sorry. I agree. Dogs shouldn't get up before 8 or 9. Yeah. Again with the snoring. Can you guys hear that? Is that bothering you? And Tanya says, I take him out, feed him, and we both go back to bed, but it took me a lot of work to get him to do it. Yeah. Now, he's still young, and so, like, when Tomlin was young, yeah. But just ignore him until he... Oh, good, you can't hear it. All right. Just ignore him. He'll eventually go back to sleep. And Laurel says, online prayers sound great, Gayle. Yeah, it's been requested, so we're working on it. And Tanya says, yes, under 2. Yeah. So, in a lot of ways... He's still in that puppy stage, so wait till he gets 2 or a little over. Some dogs, they say, don't get out of puppy stage until closer to like 4 or 5. Tomlin didn't. He was still reliable, but he was still, you know, puppyish, I guess you used to say. Tony Stacey turns 2 in June. Stellar says, Laurel, anything we can do besides pray? Yeah, pray is a big deal. I think if we pray for each other, that's like huge, because we're putting each other in the hands of God, and it's not going to get any better than that. And Stellar says, Tanya, you should take him for a puppuccino on his birthday. Yeah, Starbucks gives those for free. And you know, Dairy Queen has what they call a pup cup, which is just a little bitty cup of ice cream. Now, not all dogs can have ice cream. This one goes to town on it. Good. That's good news, Tanya. His off days are getting fewer and fewer now, thank gosh. Yeah. Excellent. I think my battery is going. I hope not. Joe says, I always like to get up early, but lately the logistics are not feasible. I can't hear the snoring. Good. I came to like the little nasal stuff with the dogs. Never underestimate the power of prayer. Amen. Amen. I'm glad the snoring's not bothering you all. And Laurel says, Candy goes with the flow except when she sees me getting my scooter ready. It's like she acts like a toddler and does a happy dance. Aw. Now, Tomlin does that when we pick up our keys. He's all ready to go. And he starts staring at us when we reach over to start to get our jacket. And he knows the keys. I mean, he just knows the pattern. He knows the keys are next. And if he's lucky, we'll say the LH word, which is 90% of the time, and he's ready. And Laurel says, prayers are great, Stellar. And Tanya says, that's about 45 minutes away one way. He's getting doggy ice cream and a play date with present for his birthday. There you go. And Stellar says, that sounds like fun, Tanya. I think too. He'll have a good time, and so will you. So that'll be great. A friend of mine will, and she's in the Facebook group, but she'll put a little party hat on her dog and give him a little ice cream too. Or give her a little ice cream, rather. Tony says, he sees me, gets ready, and bring me my shoes without asking. There you go. And Stellar says, Laurel, then I'll definitely pray. Yep. Yeah, isn't it funny how our dogs recognize our routines? And they are right there. Let's see. And Laurel says, I still have to remember to charge my phone before this time slot. I hear you. And Tanya says, I just found a dog park near us. We are going to go there. Awesome. That'll be fun. Yeah, I think you guys saw the video, and I think I told you about if you're traveling, look for Love's truck stops if you know someone that travels, because Love's truck stops are starting to put dog parks in. Oh, how cool is that? I am so thrilled. When I go to Alaska, Love's is now the top dog park for me to look for. Get them out of the car and let them run unencumbered. I'm stoked. Totally stoked. And that was a tweet. Gloria's going to have to go, but she says goodbye. So, bye, Gloria. So, who else? We had, I feel like I missed somebody's message. Let me scroll up. Marco M. Official. Hi, Marco. Yeah, it's a rental, though. But, so I guess I could say sort of my car for the weekend, we could say. Or at least until we get the computer changed out on one of our vehicles. As Stellar says, Laurel, I'm still getting used to the new time, but I at least remembered to put it in my calendar and set a notification. There you go. And Joe says, dogs recognize they're humans going into a state of prayer. This one does. He knows not to bother me. He will occasionally, but for the most part, I'm golden. And he's good at church, too. When he sees that it's really quiet for prayer time, I don't hear a peep out of him. So, which is really good. Yeah. And I want to thank everybody for these thumbs up. I really appreciate them. So. And y'all, just to clarify, Gloria, we will never see her in the YouTube chat, or at least until she eventually gets a smartphone, which she says she's not going to do. She can listen on YouTube and sort of watch, but she says her phone is a flip phone and can't do the chat. So that's why she'll send me a direct tweet or something. Let's see. And Tanya says, well, I'm off to take Doggo out. He's staring. Yeah. they do that. You have a good time. And Stellar says, talking about my service, she says, he is a good little Methodist pup. And then she says, bye to Tanya. Okay. Yeah. He has been to mission trips in several states now. So let's see. He's been to Mississippi twice, because once I went to help and once on a visit. So it's twice to Mississippi. He's been to Montana, and he's been to Alaska. This will be his third time. And he gets to go to church meetings and lay around in the floor and look cute, which is what he does most of the time anyway until I need him. So, yeah. He has been to more board meetings and church services than most humans. So, yes, definitely a Methodist pup. We threatened to baptize him and make him a member. But that's not gonna happen. Although Laurel, that was just in here, her dog was made a member at the church. Yes, the Wesleyan hymns are great. They were certainly prolific. That's true. He did go to seminary, where he was spoiled unmercifully, from what you say. So yeah, annual conference, church meetings, you name it. He's been there. And he does not gossip. He's probably the only attendee to all of these meetings and he doesn't gossip. Okay? Yeah. And Stellar says, Joe, they're classics. They are. But it's, it's nice, though. I still like the old Gregorian type chanting. I like that. Of course, we get the hymns most of all. But I like the chants. And I like the Taizé type of services, which we never get. So, you're loving this. Awesome. Yeah. So, yep. Joe, you probably don't know this, but my daughter Stellar, that's on here, she went to seminary also. She went over in D.C. And she's the flute kid, aka kid. Sorry, Stellar. But she has taken her flute and played hymns in several places that you wouldn't expect, like Lincoln Memorial and Arlington at a funeral there and so forth. But her degree is in music and worship arts. So she is like our go-to person. And Joe says, I come to the garden alone. I love that. And I'm trying to learn how to play that on the guitar. It's not going as well as I would hope, but I'm working on it. Taking guitar has given me a much finer appreciation for musicians and the time it takes to learn and their ability to get up in front of people and their willingness. And Joe says, we did some of the Taizé stuff with the former recorders and I liked it. Yeah, it's different. I think if we did it every Sunday, of course, the shine of the new penny would wear off, but it's deeply moving for me. And Stellar says, Taizé is so much fun. I helped plan our Lenten and Advent Taizé worship in seminary. Yep. You planned a bunch of worship services in seminary for the whole group. You were on the design team for the worship services, weren't you? For the chapel worship services. But yeah, I've learned more about sacred music just listening to her talk than I ever dreamed was out there. And Joe says, when the dew is still in the morning, various words, and he walked with me and he talks with me. Love is beyond the knowing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And Stellar says, for the traditional service, yes, not the contemporary. Joe says he's a big fan of sacred song. That's awesome. One of the things that I like so much about the sacred songs is learning the how and the why it came to be. Now, certainly all songs don't have this deep history, but like finding out how the song Amazing Grace came to be and some of the others, it's just when you know what somebody's going through, or went through rather, and developed the song, it gives me a deeper appreciation. So, Joe, we have different words to that in the UMH. Neat. It depends. Yeah, it's really interesting how that works sometimes because it depends on the type of church, and it also depends on the area of the country. But for the most part, they're the same. And Joe says, pardon the spelling and typing. It's all good. Nothing to pardon. Spelling in our house is not necessarily a strong suit. I'm good at it, Stellar's good at it, but the other half of the household, forget about it. So, we become good at deciphering. There we go. Yeah. But, yeah. I figure spell check exists for a reason. And Joe, you'll probably appreciate this. Stellar used to help at my church, and one of the things that she did monthly when she was with us is a music moment where she would take a hymn and she would explain it. She would tell us about the author and how it was developed. Stellar, if you have some of those notes, I can flip those over to Joe. He might enjoy reading them. And let's see, Granny Monster's here. Hi, Granny. How are you, Granny? And Joe says, tons of verses. I like the idea you just espouse, how to get the right balance between mystical and rational. Yeah, it's a fine line. And I think it's different with everybody. Stellar says, my boss can't spell worth anything. I've had to tell her how to spell Wednesday several times. Wow. Spell check. Again, gotta love spell check. And Granny Monster says, Tomlin is driving a pepper cab. Yeah, he thinks he's back here. I keep apologizing for the snoring noises. Yes, Wednesday. I haven't heard that in years. Stellar, that's a hint for you to give to your boss. Wednesday. Stellar says, I didn't keep most of the notes for the hymn moments. Sorry. No! Surely you've got some of them. And Joe said, I'd never have learned that otherwise. Yep. That's I learned it that way too. Stellar said, I did after the third time I spelled it out. Stellar's good at spelling though. But maybe you can pass that on and it will help. Granny, we've decided that spell check exists for a reason. Oh, yep. I love that song, Joe. Love that song. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but my phone is going. The battery is getting ready to go out. So I've got like 2 more minutes before it goes kaput. So that was my first warning. And let's see. Granny says, who pronounces the R in February? That is another one of those awkward words. Yes. Absolutely. Then Laurel says, hey, Stellar, don't pray for rain. Pray for it to stop. It just started raining again. Oh, no. I wish we could, like, package some of this up and take it out in August when we really need it. We have still got people who are recovering from some of the flooding here a couple of months ago. But the weather is here to remind us that there are some things in life we just can't control. And Laurel's saying, how you doing, Granny Monster? Yeah. So, guys, that's my second warning here. So I got like 1 minute. So I'm sorry. I'm going to have to sign off. Joe says, hug Tomlin, say hello to John, and hello all you other folks. Okay, and Granny says, I'm good, thanks. Here's Tomlin. So he can sort of say goodbye too. And Stellar said something. What did she say? My screen's going dark. I usually reference the UMC Discipleship Ministries for the hymn moments. Okay, we'll look for that. Saying hi to Granny. So, hi Granny, from Stellar. Hey Granny, I need to email you. We may be in your neck of the woods. Not this week, but the following week. And Granny says, have a good night and have a great weekend. Hashtag Bodacious. You got it. Y'all, I got to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you haven't already. And be sure to subscribe to join this hashtag Be Bodacious community. And don't let life get in the way of living, okay? Thank you all. Joe, that's an awesome hymn too. I love that. But y'all have a good night. Take care, and I will see you Saturday at 7. 7 Saturday. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.